Hello, Facebook Live. How are you today? Melanie and Leah coming to you here live on my personal page. This is the first time that you have ever caught me live in your whole entire life. Please let me know that you're a first-time viewer. I'd love to know. Welcome you to my Facebook Live world. If you tend to watch me quite a bit, then I hope that you would say hi, because we're friends and stuff. And if you watch the replay, then you can hashtag AlphaFemme, and I'll get to see that you were watching on the replay. I very rarely go live on Instagram in this format, but unless I wanted to hold my phone the whole time, this was the way we're going to have to go about it today. This is actually a very specific and fabulous, wonderful live. I've been getting a little bit of inquiries outside of my personal world about some of the things that are coming inside of the AlphaFemme brand, the Femme Fatale program, and the portal closing. I did a masterclass last week. I am the one masterclass where we gave a lot of information about that, but more and more people are inquiring about it that were not in I am the one and want more information. So I'm going to be talking to you about that. And I want to preface this by saying that lives like this, I know are very important in order for people to find my work and for them to understand where certain kind of programs come from and how the energy was created. And I tend to not just go live and sell and talk about my offers this way. So it's been a long time since I've done a live just like this directly on social media, but I think for the purpose of these two programs, it's pretty important since they're coming up. So what I do want to ask is this: if at any point during the course of this live, you feel like it would help someone to hear this, please share. If you are an affiliate for the AlphaFemme brand, this is also a great live to share to anyone who is considering purchasing this program, and you can use your affiliate link. And if you want more information about that, just you can inquire with the AlphaFemme team. Okay. Hello. I can't see your comments, which is also another strange experience of today, but still comment with me, then I can feel the energy of it. And at least I'm not going to get all distracted and start answering a bunch of questions and lose focus, which is another advantage. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the portal. The portal was in the summer of last year, the 8-8 Lions Gate portal. And what I had said to the participants that did that portal with me is that we would have a portal closing ceremony for the women who wanted to participate. And this is on February 22nd, 2022. And this portal is so powerful. It is one of the most powerful love portals, which I find is so beautiful with Femme Fatale and what's coming on in February and March in my world. So we're doing a portal closing. So we did a beautiful manifestation ritual. If you were in the portal, I'd love to know. If you were in the first round of the portal, we did a beautiful round of visualizations, meditations, and manifestation to bring forward into our lives certain things. And this was on the 8th of August, 2021. We're closing the portal, but we're setting new intentions for what's coming up in our lives. And there is a very magical, magnetic meaning to this date. And I want to help you really anchor in some beautiful things. This is a program you'll have access to for an entire year. So you'll be able to watch the replay. I know a lot of people are doing special things on February 22nd, but if you would like to be a part of this, it's only $88. It's 88 minutes, and it's going to put you in the most beautiful, powerful state. It's going to be for me, for you, for us, because it's very important for me to do symbolic things on symbolic days, and this is one of them. So it's not so much about like, what do I get or what is it about in this certain portal? It's more so an experience. It's an experience to really anchor in and understand that day. And I'm going to be doing some visualizations that are going to be really amazing, meditations that are going to be really amazing. And it's going to be more so an experience than a learning. So if you'd like to experience some beautiful, profound magic, that would be the portal. And it is $88. So if you would like to join that, I will make a post on my Facebook page. If we're not connected on this Facebook page, you might want to follow or add me as a friend, or on Instagram, and I'll put a link on both for you to be able to purchase that, or ask the AlphaFemme team. They'll take care of you. You can message me privately for the link. They've got your back. So this one is $88 if you would like to do that one. But right now, when you purchase the Femme Fatale program, I'm giving the portal as a bonus. And the Femme Fatale program is my greatest body of work of all times. So for those of you who've never met me before, I think it's important to preface the understanding of the Femme Fatale program. This was my first ever creation. The Femme Fatale program is everything that I learned and changed and healed in order to progress through my journey into leading the company that I lead now. I feel like the world is in such a pivotal place right now, and more than ever, leaders are desired. We're looking for leaders everywhere, but not the kind of leaders that dictate, not the kinds of leaders that boss people around, not more bosses, because more and more women are emerging into being self-led. They're realizing they want to start their own thing. They want to be free. They want to emancipate from the ways of the world before. They want a new way of being. And self-leadership is one of the most important traits for us. But understanding this frequency of being self-led is not an easy one. There's so many things that block us from becoming the best possible version of ourselves. Sometimes it's body wounds that we've had in the past, spiritual wounds we've had in the past, mindset stuff that's happened in our world. The Femme Fatale program is the journey into becoming the kind of woman that you know inside is there. She lives in you already. There's a version of us, I call her the goddess in my archetypes, this version of us that is very feminine in her ways, but so clear and so certain and so confident and so wise. And she's deeply connected to her womanhood, and it gives her an edge because she doesn't need to prove anything. She's not in that forward masculine energy of trying to prove, to show. She has so much inner confidence and so much inner wisdom that her presence alone creates a magnetism. And I've been working with women around this identity work for a very long time. And this is like the deepest of the work that I offer. This journey I continuously take myself through every year. I think it's one of the most important pieces of the puzzle that has allowed me to lead my company the way I do and to magnetize the kinds of women that come into my life. Femme Fatale is a program where you can walk side by side with powerful women, shoulder to shoulder. It's a program where you will understand your behavior around women and men. I'm bringing back some of the relationship stuff also in Femme Fatale this round, because I feel like more and more women are coming into the Alpha Femme brand, either already in relationships, wanting to grow powerful businesses, or having powerful businesses and just wanting to find that softness. Like, how do I be everything that I am in my business and be so bold and so all these things, but also be an energetic match for love? How do I surrender and soften into that so that there's a beautiful duality in my relationship? Because we have a feminine side, we have a masculine energy side, as everyone does on the planet. Learning to navigate those energetics creates the dynamics that we want. So a lot of times, as driven women, we tend to have a masculine energy extra, like we overflow a little bit with masculine energy. And in relationships, that will be an energetic match sometimes for men that have more of a feminine side. And what happens is we're craving that masculine energy, but we're showing up with so much of it in relationships because we don't know how to balance it. And it's not about changing who we are. It's about understanding what creates what in relationships. And that masculine feminine energy pull is not just important in loving relationships, but also in friendships, also in motherhood, also in sisterhood, also in being a daughter and a best friend. It's like an energy and emotion-led program to really help and assist you into being the woman who does all the things. So if you follow my work, you'll know I often say it's not about what we do, it's about who we are when we do it. Femme Fatale is who we are when we do it. It's such a beautiful program. The way I describe it, it's like a rite of passage into womanhood. I don't know if you relate to this, but for a lot of us who were little girls with a set of rules that all little girls needed to abide by, and in a blink of an eye, we're meant to be women who understand that there's an evolution of all that without ever understanding what the evolution is, what the rite of passage is, and how we handle all those feelings that are still very similar to the way we were when we were little kids. We haven't really evolved into the feminine power of the woman because there is no There is no rite of passage. There is no transition. And the women that come before us didn't get one either, nor did the women before them or the women before them. So it would be difficult for us to expect to have that, considering the women that came before us didn't either. So this is also a beautiful program for you and future generations. And it might inspire you in how you want to help future women that come into your world lead themselves and hold space for them in their evolution. It'll help you have conversations that you never thought you could have. It'll help you heal things and really give forgiveness to things you may have never thought you could. What I love about this program so deeply is it redefines womanhood into something so sacred and powerful. I knew I was a woman. Always knew that, but I didn't realize how beautiful of an experience it is to be a woman until I learned the things that I teach in this program. There is such a powerful reclamation of identity that occurs here. And I feel like everything I've done stems from this understanding of myself. There was a woman inside of me and I didn't know how to access her. So I looked like a woman, I walked like a woman, but I acted like a little girl on the inside. And it was very difficult to get the things that I wanted in my life because I kept being an energetic mismatch for anything that wasn't just fun, playful, and easy. Couldn't navigate myself during the hard things, the guilt, the shame, couldn't navigate myself through anything that triggered a past wound, like a mother wound, a sister wound, a dynamic I may have had with my father, a dynamic I may have had somewhere else. Anything that represented that energy that came into my life would cut my power off at the knees. And I don't know that I'd have been able to hold space for human beings the way I do today without this work. This really is the backbone and the fundamental magic that creates the Alpha Femme brand, is this Femme Fatale program. It's magnetism rather than trying to be seen by being polarizing. It's this still quietness. Like, how do we achieve that peace, that inner quietness, that peace? How do we navigate our feelings? I teach the most beautiful ways in this program. And I also have a woman with me that you are going to adore with all your heart that's going to be facilitating some energy work for us, breath work, and incredible meditations and visualizations. Like, this is a beautiful experience. And what I love the most about it is it connects you so deeply to other women. So there's going to be so many opportunities to deeply love and connect with other women during this program. For me, anytime someone asks me, I'm new to your world, what would you suggest I start with? If Femme Fatale is anywhere close, this is always the one I hope for. This is the one I hope for because once you've taken this program with me, we share a common understanding of things, like a common language that makes all my other programs make sense. It's the most beautiful, heartfelt experience for me to lead it every single time. And it always blows my mind to see how much my life has changed between each round. I've had a lot of things to navigate through my journey here, and I would not have been able to do those things if I didn't have the emotional intelligence and the energetic understanding that I do because of the teachings in this program. It's a little bit different than other dynamics of the programs I have. It's a lot calmer and a lot more sacred, a lot more deep and in depth. But this is the kind of journey that we don't forget. So many women have taken this program with me. I've been running it since 2017. In the first couple of years I ran it 4 to 6 times a year because I used to have just so much demand for it every few months that I just would run it again and again and again and again. And whether women were in their teens or in their 70s, across the board, the feedback I've received for this program takes my breath away. The resounding thing that I receive for this is, I wish I would have known this sooner. If I would have known this sooner, I wonder how my marriage would have turned out. If I would have known this sooner, I wonder what my relationships with my siblings, children, parents would have been like. I'm so grateful I took this today. It changed everything for me. I wish I would have known this when I was in school. I wish they taught this in school. I wish there was another way to learn this. How did we not know this? It's wise, beautiful, powerful women, successful women take this program, and across the board, it's just like, this is so needed and so life-giving. So this isn't something that you do in order to become richer, but somehow you do. This isn't something you do to try to understand how to attract men or attract a partner, but somehow you do. This isn't the program that you take for a specific result to try to get something. It's a program that you take because you know that there's more to you, that there's places where you self-sabotage, that you'd be capable of so much more. And then there's these pains and these wounds and these things that you just, you freeze and do things that are not your most powerful. This is the program for you to come discover a deeper, more vulnerable, more real, more raw version of you, your woman, the woman within. And the journey here is out of this world. I keep doing it live because honestly, it changes me every time I run it. I've led myself with these principles through some of the hardest things. I've held myself strong through things that made me sad and scared. I created this Alpha Femme brand from nothing, and it stemmed from the information I teach in this program. In order to lead myself when I was terrified, in order to build this brand when I didn't know really where to start, to find the courage, to find the humility, to apologize when I made mistakes, to find the strength to keep going when I thought I'd messed it all up, to go back and create powerful boundaries and actually really honor and create those boundaries for myself and learn how to communicate them. Like I teach a communication model in the Alpha Femme or in the Femme Fatale program that I believe I could win a Nobel Prize for the piece of in this communication. When people nail this, it doesn't make sense. The freedom in conversation. Some of the hardest conversations you thought you could never have will become possible through this. And one of my favorite things in this program, something that really did completely change my experience of living, is one of the modules in the Femme Fatale program. It's called Redefining Time. And this module is responsible for so much of my intentionality. There's the way people are, and then there's the understanding of how they got there. And Femme Fatale is the journey on how I got here. And what I love about it is it's transferable knowledge. It's transferable wisdom. Women are so wise, so strong, so powerful, but also so emotional. And a lot of times in life, when emotions run high, it's difficult to access our logical mind. We make decisions from our emotional state that sabotage our success, our relationships, our communication, the things we dream of. So learning to really understand our emotions and really reclaim that power around our communication, inner and outer experience of emotions, and how we communicate that to other people is absolutely life-changing. So in this program, I became a person that I was really proud to be. This program has helped me shape my standards, my boundaries, my relationships, my communication, my confidence, my power. And now running it since 2017, having had hundreds and hundreds, now thousands of women go through this program. It's often the one women don't expect they need. A lot of the times when women do the Alpha Femme experience with me, which is a year in all my programs, they join for different programs, not knowing this is even a part of it, or not considering this one because they're excited to learn about money from me, because they're excited to learn about social media from me and sales from me. They're excited to learn about the quantum field. And then all of a sudden they go through this program and they say, I think I understood why I found you. I think I understand why I was meant to walk with you. It was so that I could land in that program. So for me, it is an honor and a privilege to run this program. It's again, not one that you take because you're trying to do something. It's not a doing program, it's a being program. You want to take yourself through a journey, you want to heal, you want to reclaim your womanhood in a more powerful way. There's a version of you inside you know is so great, and you self-sabotage her because there's things you haven't quite processed yet or haven't even thought about yet because no one ever taught us these things. And you can wait until life presents you an opportunity to learn it yourself, or you can come and sit with me in this program. It is a big program. It's $3,333. It runs for 21 days. There's 11 modules in it. So it's a deep dive journey. There's the modules with me. There's the energy work. This is a very complete experience. It's very beautiful. And there's opportunities to speak and to ask questions as well. So this is going to be an opportunity. Like there's a couple of Q&As with me where we go back and forth, and I can help really ground and solidify certain concepts and get people to do some hot seat with me in there, which is really cool. But this is a journey of the heart, to discover the one who lives in you, who's capable of so much more if she doesn't get shut down because of emotions and because of just an overstimulation of energy or fear or whatever it is that we self-sabotage for. The only reason I was able to create everything I've created is because I've been able to support myself through the scary stuff and the hard stuff and the sad stuff, rather than self-sabotaging, pulling the plug, running away, hiding, which were a lot of the things I used to do before. I've been able to stay and stick to this. For the first time in my life, I've found staying power and an ability to go through the storm when it comes and not give up, be afraid, turn around and go home. And this ability to do that has created the company that I have, has created the empire that I've built with my team, has created the incredible community that we have, has created opportunities for women all over the world to work with me. And I've helped so many women with the information in this program. It is the one I'm most proud of everything I've ever built, because I believe that we will become very successful in this lifetime. I really do believe that there's, for those of us who are excited and interested to become successful beyond belief in this lifetime, there's going to be a lot of that. But I've seen a lot of successful people wonder why they're not happy. And this is the program where you feel successful and happy, proud and successful, not just constantly running after something. You know, people wish if I were in a relationship, it would change my life, and the relationship comes and within a few months, they're complaining about the relationship. If I were wealthy, I'd be so happy. And then the wealth comes and they're not. If I had this, if I had that, if I achieved this, if I could do that. And then what we find out is when we get there, the inner workings don't change. You can change so many things about your life, but at the end of the day, who you are inside is something that's a journey that we've got to work on all of our lives. And this for me has been the most pivotal turning point. And I've worked with women that started with me with this program who don't even have businesses and who took it to heal their marriages, to become better mothers, better friends, daughters, sisters, to just reclaim their womanhood in the most powerful way. And I've also worked with women who are multimillionaires, the most sought after, popular human beings who found so much solace or not solace, who found so much, what's the right word? Safety and hope. And there's another word that I can't think of right now, but just a feeling of like every single big thing they've done in their life all of a sudden meant more from being able to achieve this feeling. I guess safety is a good one, but it's beyond that. It's just like, it's a rite of passage into womanhood. It's a feeling that matches the outside to the inside. If you're already successful, you'll feel it the way you wish you had in this program. There's going to be moments where you actually take your own breath away. Whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life, it's so fantastic when it comes, but the most important thing is how we feel while it's happening, is that we actually enjoy the ride, that we actually get to tap into that gratitude, that we smile, that we laugh, that we cry tears of joy, that there's meaning, so much meaning in what we do. And that's what this program really stands for and what it does. So if it feels like a journey you'd like to go on, if you know that you're there, you know what to do, you've been doing it, it's been working to a certain extent. And when you look at your relationship, you're like, I know we could be so much more than this. When you think of your life and there's so much working in it, and it's like, I know it could be more than this. And if you're really honest with yourself, there's most definitely some self-sabotaging out of fear, out of not knowing what else or how else to do it. This program is the most beautiful experience to go through that. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to the Alpha Femme team. But the most important thing for me as you listen to this is just, is there an energetic match in your body? Does it feel like an experience that's meant for you? It's not about all the details, like which module, what happens on what day. It's a journey. and we cover most, like everything I talked about in this live gets covered inside of the program, and some other things that I wait until we're in the program to discover. But 21 days, 11 modules, and we begin on the 22nd of February. When you purchase Femme Fatale for $3,333, you do receive the portal as a gift. So we're going to have 2 lives together on the 22nd for a life-changing, transformational beginning to the most beautiful adventure. So for me, for you, for us, I look forward to this. If it feels like something you'd like to experience with me, I would love to have you. I look forward to seeing you in there, and I'll see you on the internet.